Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I will be talking a little bit about buffer length and how to manipulate it to make it fit your music production process the most. Basically, if you have a low buffer length, that means that, for example, this is the lowest that I can set, but I'm getting a lot of underruns, so I'm gonna increase it until I don't get any underruns. It seems to have stopped. Good. Anyways, if you have a low buffer length, then the MIDI keyboards or the synth, like the keyboards that you're playing on, will react a lot faster with the computer. So currently, with this device, I have a 47 millisecond delay from when I press the button to when it reaches the computer. So I want to use these ACO devices, but I can't record while using them because they steal my microphone slot or something, I don't know. Anyway, a low buffer length basically means that that you can play your songs pretty efficiently. But a high buffer length means that the sound is buffered through the computer for a longer amount of time, which increases the sound quality. So you basically want to have a low buffer length when you're making the music, but you want to have a high buffer length when you're mixing to hear the sounds better, basically. So I'm gonna try and show you somewhat what I mean. This is a small thing I made in like 10 minutes. And compare it to when I have the buffer length increased all the way to the max and see if you can hear any difference in the sound quality. I don't know if you hear anything, but I can hear a slight difference in the mix compared to over here. It feels to me as if the mix is sounding more whole and as if it needs less fucking around with, basically. So that's a bit about buffer length. Now, MIDI. To set up your MIDI in FL Studio, you have to go to the MIDI devices and have your keyboard plugged into your computer. And these are the outputs. Don't worry about these. These aren't going to do much for the moment if you don't plan on using like hardware compressors and stuff to send your stuff through. Anyways, these are the inputs I have, and I use the Keystation 49 from M-Audio. It's a really good one and pretty cheap as well. I definitely recommend that. And the thing you do is you click the controller you want, and then you press enable basically, and you're ready to go. And if you can't find the devices, then you just refresh. Yeah, there was a guy who told me about a certain setting in if you go to the general settings in the FL Studio options, you can see that there are advanced settings in the lower left corner, and there are some really cool things that you can use there. For example, force high performance power plan. So if you're working at FL Studio on, for example, a laptop, this will increase your performance by a lot. And I'm gonna see if ultra smooth. I don't need smoothness. Yeah, so you always want to have the backup set to at least 10 minutes so that if you crash you only lose max 10 minutes of work progress. And you also, if you can't find the plugin folder in FL Studio, then you can set your own folder here. For example, I'll click this little button here and I'll go to my desktop, and you can create a map folder there named plugins and just place your DLL files in there instead of navigating to FL Studio's own map. Yeah, so let's see here, project, data folder, advanced. Yeah, I don't mess around too much with that, I don't know what that does. Tell debug about. Yeah, that seems cool enough. So this video is going to be a bit short if I end it now because it's only been 5 minutes. So I don't know, I'm gonna see if I can open up a new project and just delete this one. And I'm gonna show you in practice a bit what I mean when I say buffer length and all this stuff. I'll just go to pianos, go down a bit and find Piano Nexus Soft. See if I can record this. I actually don't know if I can. Just gonna see if I can press the record. Well, my recording settings used to work before. I'm just gonna see if I can record the clips and the automations. Yeah, well, apparently I can't record right now for some reason, and yeah, I'll just click my way in and see if I can find some nice chords. Yeah, let's try that really quickly. And then the next chord is. And then the next chord is. Oh wait. Now it's the same. Yeah, that's good. So the next chord is. Alright, so these are the chords that I'll be using. I'll just make a really simple rhythm to this. I'm just gonna see if I can. Yeah, I'll take the most upper line on this and I'll copy it to the top. Yeah, and I will change the key of everything by marking everything, and by changing everything 2 keys down, everything will be transposed. I'll make the rhythm a bit more fast. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Alright, so that's enough work with the melody for now. Let's quickly go to Citrus and then go to the chords. I have a preset for chords. This is a good preset, I think. Maybe I should add 16ths to mark in this. So when you have an ARP, the rhythm isn't necessarily that important if you're going with 16th notes. These aren't 16th notes, these are. Nice to see how it sounds with this song. I'll just put a high cut filter on this because it seems a bit sharp and it's taking up far too much of my attention in the mix. And I'll add a little serum, and I'll see if I can't add like a very brutal in your face lead. Ow, my fucking ears. It's that time of the year again. Yeah. I think I've raped your ears in every episode of this series. This can't have any. Let's see if I can add the bass line to this as well to make it more full. And as you see now, we're in the end of the recording thing and playing thing with the piano. So, as you heard, I'm getting some crackling noises, so I'm gonna increase my buffer length to max, why not? And listen to the sound quality again. And one tip I have for you are to, if you feel like the reverb isn't necessarily needed to take up like a lot of space in the song, then you can fill out the notes so that the sustain and decay of the notes go in with each other. Basically, you make the notes last longer to make it sound more full, so there's no silence. This is a bad preset to use. I'm gonna see if there's a nice pluck instead. bass over here instead, actually, because the piano bass is not that smooth. Maybe like some kind of analog pluck. Alright, so I want a rhythmic bass, and I think there's one on the Nexus presets. I seriously get new plugins, mates. I only have like Nexus and Serum. Maybe the old school bass, there's one called. No, thank you. Maybe muted bass. Or the... where is it? There's one supposed to be right here. Slapped bass. This one I like. Yeah. This has some high end that I don't like. Here it is. Much better. And I don't want the sub bass, I just want the... And that seems a bit too empty, so I'm gonna add and I don't know the language in... I don't know the word for that in English. That's good enough, and let's see how it sounds. Alright, so the last part of making the beginning of here is to mark out the melody so that people will remember the melody. And I'm gonna see here if there's something I can use. Maybe this. Maybe not that. Yeah. No, I'll just keep it like that. Maybe I'll just make like long notes, because the rhythm while you're like low in the frequency area usually doesn't work out that good. And I don't like the dun, so I'm gonna add some attack and decay to it. And maybe if I add a longer note still, be more clean. More attack. Never mind. I'm just trying to improvise and try to make it sound better. Anyways, this is gonna be the melody part. And the reason that I always use a Maximus in the end of the things and the songs that I work on is because it cleans up the mix a little bit so I can hear the things better. Now let's listen to it with low buffer length just to compare. There's almost no difference, but if you're working to make a perfect song, then the best thing is to work with the best conditions possible, I believe. But anyways, I hope that I got some point across at least, and I'll see you guys next week and in the next episode. So stay tuned, and I know we can talk about sound design next time. Anyways, this is Destino. I'm signing out. See you guys.